Okay. Hi, guys. This is Kimberly Brenner with Nanda, and we are here on Her Gutsy Voice. And the reason why I'm asking Nanda to interview her is she's a mom, 4 kids, all under the age of what?
They are 13 and 16, so 4 teenagers now.
Yeah. And married to a physician. She is a physician herself, very well respected in El Paso, and she's written a book called The Happy Physician, and she's talking about burnout. And I want to have a conversation with you, Nanda, about how burnout affects your relationships. To be mom, to be a physician, how can you be the best you if you're living in burnout?
Well, Kimberly, first of all, thank you for having me. Thank you for thinking of me
Oh,
and
absolutely.
being my friend over all these years and my counselor. I always tell people you are the best,
Oh,
and
thank you.
you've seen me through my highs and lows for years now. Um, Burnout is a topic very close to my heart, and been there, done that. Thankfully, I'll be happy to say I am the happy physician. I'm not burned out anymore. I don't even get close to it now because it's a reality for a lot of us physicians.
How do you recognize the burnout? How did you recognize I'm in burnout?
I actually didn't until I was crisply burned out and I left my last position. And um, See, it's taking me back. It's 2025 now. I was a full-time hospitalist for almost 20 years. Hospitalist, for people watching this, is someone who works in the hospital, takes care of everybody who's coming in through the ER, all through hospital admission. Our shifts are long, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but they extend beyond 7 p.m. most of the days. I was one of those people who didn't just do 7 on, 7 off. I will actually do more than that. I was a chief hospitalist. I loved my job. I didn't even consider it's not just a job, it's a lifestyle. It's something that becomes our identity. I always say physicians are people and it's our identity. Uh it's Dr. Seacon. My husband is Dr. Farnham. And a lot of us, I just go by Nanda, but a lot of physicians are doctor somebody. Um, Now I go by mother, by sister, by wife, but a lot of us are surgeons, physicians. I was a hospitalist. And when I left that position, I was so lost because then I didn't know what was going to happen, what I was going to do. Now I am working for a great company. I am um, medical director, or I should say, I do denials and I work remotely for HCA. And it's a position that's helped me realize how burned out I was back then. So, burnout means you have essentially, I go into detail in my book and I'll show it to you in a second, is you lose yourself. You start to feel you're losing your identity. You become angry. You snap at people. Um, Depression is a part of it, anxiety. You don't look forward to going to work because it's just so much anxiety built into it. You are so tired, so fatigued. Nothing really restores. You take vacations, but even on vacations, you're just extremely fatigued. A lot of errors. There's a lot of studies that have gone into burnout too. There's a lot of definitions out there too for the whole burnout. I've listed them in my book as well. For me, it was just emotional exhaustion and fatigue. You're so tired when you come home, you lose a sense of self.
Did you feel stuck, like you didn't know how to get out of it?
You just don't know what to do. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't know, like I said, I didn't even realize I was burnt out until I left it. And I didn't even want to leave because like I said, as physicians, you just feel like nobody else is going to be able to do what you do because who's going to take care of all these patients?
Oh, yeah,
Who's going to do it?
yeah,
But it's almost like a cycle because you just want to achieve and achieve and achieve some more. And there's so much that needs to be done. It's when you take that pause, you realize, at the center of this, there's this human being, and that is you. I always say happiness comes from within. Nobody else is responsible for your happiness except for yourself. Your spouse cannot make you happy.
right.
You have to make yourself happy. And that's what I lost sense of. And when I took a pause, I realized how much of my relationships were suffering. And that's what happens in burnout. We don't realize how everybody around you is walking on eggshells
Mm.
because they don't know what to do with you. I even want to say maybe they're just afraid to even touch that person because they don't know which side the switch is going to flip because it's, they see the person, but where is that person?
Well,
That
they can't really help you because it's an internal situation.
it's an internal struggle.
Yeah.
And the bad part is sometimes you don't realize what that struggle is until you acknowledge it. It's it's just that. It's just as like, well, what is it that you need? And that is the important part in burnout is what do you need? Do you need a break? And the burnout part is even if you take a break, you might not be able to fix it because do you need a lesser load of work? Because we need our physicians. We need our physicians taking care of patients because we already have a shortage of physicians. So before you get to extreme burnout, figure out what is it that you need. Because our EMR systems that we have these days aren't, a lot of them are great these days. And I'm hoping with the AI technology we're getting these days, it's going to help us a lot. And I'm very hopeful for future. I truly believe that the future is going to be bright. But we do need to look at the workload because we do have aging population. Um, Hopefully, it's all going to be great.
So
And
how can a physician or another professional woman manage herself so she avoids burnout? Is that a possibility?
look out for the signs early.
Okay,
Don't get to the point where I was. People always talk about work-life balance,
right.
but honestly, I don't think there's such a thing. Like there is, we all sometimes give 60, 70% to work and maybe 30 to ourselves.
Hmm.
So have the support systems that you really truly need. Don't ignore that
So
because
what you're also saying is I'm a physician, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and all of these roles come before my relationship with myself.
no,
Do you
because
think that contributes to burnout?
that's what I did. I
Mm.
put everything else
Yeah,
before myself, and
yes,
that's what caused me to burn out.
yeah,
When you do that, you will burn out.
yeah.
So when you are working that much, it doesn't take that long. Maybe 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, find time for self.
So what do you think it is about us women that that's what we do? That seems to be a go-to, that I got to take care of my patients because they need me. I've got to take care of my husband because I don't want him upset with me. I want to take care of my kids because I'm a mother. And then, oh, yeah, I'm an afterthought. Why do we do that?
Why do we do that? That's a
Oh, you
question
don't
we
have an
need to
answer?
ask. Yeah, we need to ask that question to ourselves. I did it.
Yeah, yeah,
And I have a very busy schedule these days too. I have a very busy schedule.
yeah.
But I have implemented these little things. I wake up in the morning, 5:30, sometimes 6 o'clock, because I need that extra hour sometimes.
Yeah.
So every night at sometimes most of the times I go to bed at 9:30. 9:30 I'm done. Like 9:30, it's like everybody knows 9:30 mom's going to bed, because after 9:30 I turn from a Cinderella, let's say, into a pumpkin. Everybody knows those are my pumpkin hours, because after that I am just useless to everybody. Um, and then I wake up at 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. 6:30 is late for me, because then I lose my quiet hours in the morning. But those 5:30 to 6 o'clock, my husband's usually gone to work. The dogs are not awake. Nobody's awake. So that half hour, I have my nice cup of coffee. I say I run on caffeine, but it's my little double espresso that I love having in that half hour. I can sit outside. I can go for a walk outside. It's so important that half hour I can listen to some meditative music that just sets the day for me. Build little routines that will give you some self time. Find out what is it that your self needs. Figure out what your self is. You might not be a morning person, then do it at night. Do meditation. I figured out, and I had a monkey brain, and I talk about it all the time. I had a very monkey brain. I don't have a monkey brain anymore. And that's what was missing in me. I failed to recognize how important meditation was for me. And now with my back issues, I can't sit lotus position anymore. But I learned the Tara lotus position. This is also a Buddhist thing I learned, because their goddess Tara never sits with legs crossed. She has one foot open. I might be quoting this wrong, so please don't take it personally, anybody, but I have my foot out because I can't do the whole cross position. But it is so nice to just take deep breaths and full deep breaths. And you can even do this if you're a very busy person. Just close your eyes and take like 5, 10 deep breaths, and it just centers you. I love music. I go to opera all the time. And
Oh,
now my husband started going with me, because I don't think he enjoys opera, but maybe he does now. I no idea. But he knows that weekend is like so serene and so happy, and I indulge myself. I have the best food. So he just goes for the food too. I know that. But it's something I do for myself. I go every year to Santa Fe to have a wonderful weekend, and it's very nice. And do things that are important to you. We can always find time for those things.
you know what? I love what you said. You're enrolling your family to support you and you
You
taking care of yourself. I
you
love
have
that.
to.
I
And
love
it
it.
is again, and I'm also I have two girls, two boys. I'm teaching the girls, no matter how busy they get with their work, their family, they have to find time for themselves.
Give
And
me an
I'm teaching,
example. Give me an example. How do you do that?
I tell them it's on the calendar. This is my opera weekend. This is when I'm going. I put it, the boys know I'm going to be gone. So
Right.
they actually don't call me on that weekend anymore. They used to.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm not here. So you have the people I left you on the calendar to call. So call those people.
oh, wow.
And this weekend, I was gone last weekend to Santa Fe. So they didn't call me.
Was that hard for you to do? Like to detach like that?
Um, I've been doing this now for 3 years. So the first year, yes.
Okay.
The second year, the kids came with me, but when I was gone for those hours, they didn't call me. And this year, they didn't call me at all. So it was actually a very nice break.
Yeah.
And it was it hard? Yes. Has it become a nice change? Yes. So
So
do I
training your
enjoy my
children is
time
one thing.
off?
How did you train your husband?
Do you know he travels for work all the time?
Yeah.
Um, so I'm just gonna say he welcomes it and leave it at that. He's a grown up, so he can deal with it. So I'm not his mom.
Yeah.
That's what I have trained myself and him too. I am not his mother, and that has been a very welcome change in our relationship. I have had to just say, and I want to teach my boys that too. Once they get married, they have to give their wife space. You have to grow. In a relationship, you both have to grow and learn to respect each other. Respect is very important
Yeah.
in a relationship, be it a dating relationship or a marriage relationship. You support each other and you let each other grow, because I'm not the same 27-year-old. I'm going to be 52 this year. So I'm not the 27-year-old that met and eventually married my husband. And he's not the same person either. So in order for, and we've gone through a lot. I mean, you know that. I mean, we've had times when he's like, I'm done. And I'm like, well, okay, but I'm not. So what are we going to do?
Yeah.
So here we are. So we grow and we learn and we love each other. Love is always there. I mean, frustration and resentments are there and they get resolved. When you grow and you stay together, it's just give each other space and give each other time. And he's going to be the man who's sitting next to me on a porch. If we live to 80, if we live to 85, the commitment's there. And he's going to be sitting next to me. I think I'll push his wheelchair. That's what I tell him. And he gives me this side eye, like, okay, we'll see. But
Well, that's what I did for my husband. I pushed
yeah,
his wheelchair. Exactly. Yeah.
so that will happen. I'll still be eating my nice food at a Michelin star, much to his annoyance. He can eat his bread, but I'll eat my very nice dish.
Very nice. It's important, and I'm glad you're covering that thought that we will have those moments in our marriage where we feel like we want to throw in the towel. But one of the things that I learned in Landmark that every breakdown creates a breakthrough. And if we're open to that understanding that we don't have to reach for the divorce lawyer, that we can reach for a new way to communicate, a new way to understand, so that we can learn more about that we are growing, that they're not the same person. But I like what your direction is, Nanda, where you're talking about take care of yourself, bring the best you to this relationship, whether it be your patients, your children, your husband, but you're bringing the best you.
You, so another thing, and I wanted to point this out, when I was in my phase of burnout, I just realized one thing one day. I had driven in to my garage and my little ones would come running in. From a mother's heart, I justify it as I'm worried that I'm going to crush them with my car. But I was so frustrated one day. They came to hug me as I was getting out of the car and I yelled at them. And when I took a pause, I was like, oh my God, what kind of a mom am I? I'm yelling at my little one when all they're showing me is love. And it broke my heart.
Yeah.
So after that day, I have a long driveway to my house. I started just pausing, just taking a couple of sips of water and just letting all that, whatever it was from work, just melt away. And then I would call them and say, I'm pulling into the garage. Just give me a second to park and then you guys can rush out. And they would like literally stand at the door and I'll park and open the door and they'll come, they'll grab my purse, they will grab my bottle, give me hugs, and it will be all so nice. And they still do it. Two
Oh,
of them still do it to this day. And it just brings so much joy to them, so much happiness. And now it makes me feel so wonderful. I'm a very hug person. I say I need at least 10 hugs a day. And, and it's a woman thing. I think it's a woman thing. Women need hugs.
yeah.
And some women might not, but I need hugs. I need a lot of hugs and kisses. Um, and it's so nice to feel that love and calm. And my name, the full name, Anand, means happiness. And I like to be happy. Hence the name of the book, Happy Physician. It makes me feel really good when I can spread that joy and happiness rather than my grumpiness. I barely have any grumpy days these days because I make it easier for people to love me.
I love that.
And
That should be on your bumper sticker on the
make it
back.
easy.
Make it easier for people to love you. That is a great bumper sticker.
And you taught me this. Uh, Communicate.
Oh,
I found it very hard to actually tell people what I needed.
mm,
I would just keep it inside me and then feel sad that I didn't get what I wanted. Well, because I didn't tell people what I needed. I wouldn't tell people I need 10 hugs a day. And now I get 20 because when I walk in, I get hugs. When I'm standing at the kitchen stove, I told my husband, when you walk in, I know you need few minutes to decompress from your day, but as you walk in, if I'm cooking, give me a hug and then walk to your man cave or wherever you're going. Just give me a hug and then go decompress. And he does it now. And it's wonderful. So it's also communication. When I was burning out and feeling awful, I was like, oh, he just doesn't love me. He doesn't care. And it
mm,
was none of that.
right.
So make it easy. Make it easy for your loved ones to love you. And it will happen.
Well,
But
I love you, Nanda.
thank you.
And
I love
and
you
I
too,
give
Kim.
you a hug too.
Oh, and we were gonna
Oh,
say
yes, absolutely.
this is the book.
I love it.
It's a very easy read. It's not very long. I have literally read it. Like I said, I remind myself sometimes when I want to get back in my grumpy mood once in a while. I read it once in a while. I've read it. I'm lying. My then 12-year-old read it in like a weekend or less. I even told her to skip a chapter. It's sexy times. She actually read that too. And she's like, I can't believe you and dad still have sexy times. I'm like, why? She's like, you're so old. I'm like, I'm not old. So she found it really funny. She read through the whole book, like within a weekend.
So, do you have to be a physician to read the book?
Actually, no. The title was not going to be Happy Physician. It was going to be like Happy Person or Happy Some. And anybody can be burnt out. I mean, mothers, fathers,
Yes,
caretakers.
yes.
You being a caretaker, I bet you felt burnt out. It's anybody who gives so much of themselves can be burned out at any point. Living our daily lives, we can be burned out and not feel it.
You
It's
it is true. I never thought of what I was doing when my husband got ill, that I was burnt out. I didn't recognize it until just now. I probably was burnt out because I just was doing what needed to be done that was in front of me. Just get it done, get it done, get it done. Don't think about anything else. Just handle the problem, handle the problem. I think that is also a burnout.
burnout is emotional exhaustion.
I'm,
Like
yeah, I was that.
most emotional and physical exhaustion. Like you go through the motions. I would wake up, go to work, get it done, get into the routine.
Yeah.
Patients became numbers. It was like, how many do I have today? 18 to 25. Let's just churn them out. When you start to, I am very blessed and very lucky. I didn't make any errors, not that I know of, right? Because you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and patients in the hospitals are sick.
Yeah.
But I did it for so many years that it's like automatic. Like you do this, 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 this. I ran codes. I
Yeah.
mean, I took care of critically ill people like magic. Like 1, 2, 3, this is what you do. 1, 2, 3, just get it done. And from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., sometimes I was there till 10 p.m. I'll just skip. I mean, how was I going to take care of myself? I lived on like water and Coke and not Coke, but like soda.
Yeah, yeah.
And caffeine like ran through my veins like blood. And it was like, just get it done. And then once you stop, you're like, what am I doing? Like when you have time to even take few breaths and you will skip lunch, you will skip dinner, you will skip breakfast, you just eat whatever is available. If there's If the cafeteria is closed, you grab a bag of chips. You just eat whatever is available. And that's what happened. And all our hospitals, they have fast foods like crazy. That's our sad diet, sad American diet. It's within half a mile of the hospitals. There's McDonald's, there's Starbucks, there's all kind of things that you can pick up on the go. I still remember I ate in my car
Yeah.
almost every single day.
Yeah.
Now it's my steadfast rule. I'm never eating in a car. I never eat in car. Even on our long drives to anywhere, I don't eat in the car because it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's crazy, but it's just like I don't like smell of food in my car or my bedroom because I was like I came to a point where I will walk in from my door, go lay in my bed. Bless my husband. He never once said, I think you are depressed. I think he was just scared of telling me. I realized that afterward,
Yeah.
but it's like, what are you going to do?
Yes.
But it was insane.
Yeah. What is taking that insight? So I'm going to ask our listeners to take a breath, and recognize, am I dealing with burnout? And if you don't know, get Nanda's book, The Happy Physician. You don't have to be a physician to understand that you just might be experiencing burnout and how to get out of it. So, Nanda, thank you. And I always finish with sending you all the love in the world, and remember to be love. And for Nanda's benefit, we're giving hugs to everybody. Mwah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you for
welcome.
having me, Kim.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Just a second.